Hi everybody, Don the Mushroom Hunter here, and I know a lot of us usually assume that to find delicious wild edibles we need to be in a rural area, in deep in the woods, in a sort of a pristine forest. That is not true. I'm in the middle of Central Park in New York City right now, and I just found some great edible mushrooms. Let's take a look. All right, so right down here we have Artomyces pyxidatus, also known as crown-tipped coral. Crown-tipped coral is a delicious mushroom that only grows on dead wood. There are other species of coral mushrooms that can be mildly toxic, most of which grow out of the ground. There are also some that grow out of wood, specifically in the genus Ramaria, that can cause stomach issues if you eat them, especially for some people. They look a lot different though. They're generally much brighter in color, bright yellow. They also have a much thicker base. So crown-tipped coral is kind of a spindly mushroom. It has a very thin, kind of stalks or stems at the bottom that are a little tough. So generally speaking, the darker parts, we're gonna cut those off before we eat them. It's generally whitish to tan to sometimes a little yellow in color. It can vary, but the reason it's named crown-tipped coral is because each tip has a crown of usually 4 to 5 little spindles, and that's how it can be differentiated from the other toxic coral mushrooms. It smells, it doesn't smell super mushroomy. The taste is amazing though. So these taste, I would say, very similar to morels. They have a very earthy, strong flavor. The texture stays kind of crunchy when you cook them, which I really like. But anyway, it's a really good, delicious edible mushroom. One thing I will tell you about cooking these though is you have to cook them on sort of low heat. A lot of times I like to kind of sear mushrooms to bring out the umami. I've found that if you cook crown-tipped coral on too high heat, it gets a little bitter. So I usually saute it low and slow in a little butter. Again, a little salt and pepper, maybe add some fresh thyme, which goes really well with any mushroom. So yeah, in the middle of Central Park here, in the middle of New York City, chaos all around, but still fungi doing their thing and growing right out of this dead log here. I just walked across down the way we passed a black staining polypore, another edible mushroom, a little past its prime. There's sassafras here, there are blackberries or raspberries. So again, even in an urban setting, there are things to be found. Anyway, happy hunting.